Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Check. What's up, man? Truth
Check,
Talk Nation, 7 Mile Radio.
You know it.
Judo Woke Ace, man. We back.
T Mizzle the Great. We back for another one.
Man.
2020 vision, y'all. We told y'all about that 2020 vision. Keep your eyes woke.
2020 vision. Yeah, you're right, man. The 2020 vision started off. Man, it's only what, month 3?
Third month.
The third month.
And so we'd have been through viruses, murders, deaths, helicopter crashes, assassinations.
And then that's another thing that I wanted to point out, man. Was y'all under the? Did you have the information? Did you get the memo that what is it? It is COVID-19. COVID is actually Hebrew for Kobe.
Nah, I ain't know that.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what a couple of people have said. Now we got to look that up to see.
Okay.
But someone said a couple of people said that turn the damn volume
My bad,
down.
my bad.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get to this thing.
We back, y'all. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
so
saying?
COVID, I keep putting the 19 on there.
You think about
COVID translates, I guess, COVID in Hebrew
To Kobe.
means Kobe.
That's some deep shit.
That's some deep
Interesting
shit.
right there, man.
And I mean,
Yeah.
that shit broke out. I mean, I think it was January the 26th, and that's actually my mom's birthday that Kobe died on. And it was declared an official outbreak on January the 30th. So right after Kobe passed, right? Mm-hmm. And then do y'all know the name of the cemetery where Kobe is buried?
What's that, Mark?
I'm gonna Google it, right, so I can get the exact
Bro, let's get it going.
name for it. Right, let's go get the.
See,
So
this
you
what
trying to
y'all
say
been-
the COVID is COVID or Kobe? It means Kobe
Kobe, Hebrew.
in Hebrew with the D. COVID.
See, the COVID, it means Kobe in Hebrew. So COVID translates to Kobe in Hebrew, or it means Kobe in Hebrew, to what people has been saying.
COVID.
Wow, man, I didn't even.
Oh. 2020,
So
y'all.
Kobe is buried at the Pacific View Memorial and Mortuary, right? The address 3500 Pacific Drive, Corona Del Mar,
Get the fuck
California,
out of
92625.
here. Get the fuck out of here. COVID-19.
Look it up. See what the COVID in Hebrew? What is COVID in Hebrew?
It says Kobe.
COVID in the
Kobe. Kobe died.
You looked it up?
When did Kobe
The
die?
26th of January.
26th of January,
The
y'all.
26th of January is when he passed away. And the outbreak was officially declared an outbreak on the 30th of January.
Right. It says that
So
COVID
60
translating English to Hebrew means Kobe.
2020, y'all.
So could this possibly be the Black Mamba coming back to wreak havoc on the earth?
Man, that's some
Black
deep.
Mama.
He's buried at 3500
Corona.
Pacific View, Corona Del Mar, California.
I ain't never look at that. That's some shit.
Yeah, that's true talk
I
for
ain't.
you right
Yeah,
there, y'all. That's real
I
true
wasn't up
talk.
on that one right now.
That's true talk.
And as y'all can see, you can look it up. Type in COVID in Hebrew, and it will say COVID means Kobe. Kobe. Right.
Kobe.
Well,
Kobe.
it's-
COVID-19.
they do
That's
some
deep,
shit.
y'all.
I mean, did they have that name last year before he died? Was
they
it
have
COVID? Wasn't
COVID-19. No. Now here's the thing. The COVID-19, I believe, is, I guess, don't quote me, but I guess it would be the medical name or term for
Right.
the germ.
They always
that
come up with a
is-
germ a name for the germ, or like the hurricane. They
Right.
come up with a different name, but
See what I'm saying? So that's it. But the actual sickness is known as the coronavirus. But the germ is COVID-19.
Let's look at it like this. Okay, we got when the coronavirus came out last year, when December or October or something, I think they had their first cases. You got China body bags everywhere by February, January, right? We looking at the news, you see body bags everywhere, right? And so right now in the United States, where's the body bags? Like a couple thousand people they say had it right now, or over 1,000, right? We almost pushing over 1,000. Let's just say 2,000, right?
2,000 people right now.
So no one has passed. You said 41 deaths.
41 deaths right now.
Oh yeah,
deaths.
people passed in America.
They've been dying.
Yeah, about 50.
Older people, right?
No, they've been different ages. They said
I can't recollect the ages.
So have anybody had any funerals or anything recorded due to Corona? I'm not. If it's 41 deaths, somebody should have okay, my 41 deaths in the United States. Somebody gonna get on Facebook and say my aunt or uncle, cousin, anything died of the Corona.
So what? We got crisis actors out here now. Is what you?
I'm just saying. Have we seen a funeral?
I'm pretty sure it's soon to come. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's too early.
41 deaths. We should at least have one and say because it's a Corona. Now when people died of AIDS, when they was dropping like flies in the 80s and the early 90s, right? We had all kind of faces for AIDS. Oh yeah. Right.
Yeah, and once the numbers go up, and then you'll see a lot of more cases develop. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's still too early because if you look sometimes numbers don't lie.
Right. Okay.
And then if you look at what happened over you know what I'm saying, in China and then other countries, it's slowly moving over here. You know, when people travel, it's basically coming from people traveling.
Okay, let's answer this one question too. Okay, what is the two worst countries that had the coronavirus right now?
Well, probably
China. No, the two is two of them.
China and probably
it's three really.
Italy and China.
It's China. Then is Iran. Then is Italy.
It might be Iran, but I said Italy.
Italy is like third or something, right?
Because they got a quarantined over there in Italy right now, I believe.
Yeah, but Iran they got so many deaths.
So is that martial law right now in Italy? Would that be considered?
I would think so. I would think it's
if
martial
they got
law.
The whole.
Well, I seen a video. They was playing. They couldn't even come out their apartment. They had bands playing on each apartment to create one party. Everybody was on their balconies. They was just partying. Motherfucker had the drum on one balcony, the trumpet across the street. Motherfucker had the microphone over there.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
This is real shit.
I can't take shit serious.
This is real shit.
Where's the video, man? Where's the video?
They got the video. Is if y'all can look it up. It's on WorldStar. That they having party. Everybody got these apartments because I've been in Europe. In Europe, they have a lot of apartments. And so in the balconies because it's so damn hot and they don't got like it's not standard AC. So everybody's stuck in their apartments. And so like if I want to have a party, we gonna party on my balcony. I got the speaker, you got the microphone over there. We gonna set it up through the net
because it's still a nice day outside. They still They still want to enjoy themselves at the same time. Man.
You know how in America how we gonna take it back to the old '80s days. We gonna have tennis balls and shit. You want some chronic? I'm just gonna throw a tennis ball over there at you.
Damn.
Massive barbecues going on, you know.
I'm just trying to tell you. So, okay, we got the two major countries, Iran and China, got the coronas, right? Isn't them the two enemies?
They got the Rona.
Isn't them the two enemies of Trump when he announced that he was running for president and when he won that he said he wanted to handle, right?
Oh boy.
He said he wanted to neutralize China. He said he was going to have Mexico pay for the wall. What is they doing? Yeah. What's Mexico doing right now? They paying for it, right?
Got it. It's on their bill, yeah.
Okay, and so he said he's gonna neutralize China, but he gonna neutralize China in a way to where you don't have to drop a bomb, right? Because that would be an act of terrorism.
Yeah, chemical warfare.
Chemical warfare. You can't do that. That's against the there's a treaty or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about.
All of the countries with the United
Nations.
Nations.
So you can't do that shit, right? Yeah. So for me to drop a bomb on,
you can't use weather as a weapon either. And we know what they've been using. They've been doing that shit as well.
But I don't know whether they can. I don't think that's in the treaty.
It is. It is. Guess what? That's part of the when they created HARP. Right when they figured out that they can actually manipulate the weather, they said, you know what, we got to go and sign a treaty. Man. And then what ended up happening is all of the rest of the countries started building their own. Russia got one, and Italy, they all got like on every continent is one.
They got CERN too.
I don't know if they all got CERNs, but they all got HARPs for sure. Because it's about 7 or 8
Well,
different...
CERN is a collective of different countries that's together, different scientists and engineers. That's
and where is
underground.
that? Switzerland, I believe it is?
It's underground between France and Switzerland or something.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the hydrogen collider or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, we got all these weapons,
all
right?
that.
So the top 2 countries got it.
Audience probably like, what in the fuck are they talking about? The
Yeah.
sun, the heart, go look it up.
CERN,
Look it
CERN.
up.
The other name is
Exactly.
called the Hydrogen Collider. Okay. Time, everybody have National Geographic, everybody talk about it. If you ain't on it now, shit, you late to the party. But, okay, the top two countries got it that we was enemies with. Okay, when Trump became president, he said he wanted to neutralize China and take out Iran. So, them the top 2 countries with the coronavirus, right?
Oh yeah.
Right? And so a Chinese diplomat came on CNN the other day and said, let me see, can I find it? That the United States is responsible for releasing the coronavirus. This is on fucking CNN, right? Okay, let me see. Let me show you so you won't think we lying. But we're gonna go to it. Hold up, just real quick. Give me 1 second.
See what he got, y'all.
Okay, what did that say?
Oh yeah, he said the U.S.
What did that
military
say
brought
right
us to
there?
China.
What is that?
Can we see that?
Send me the,
What did I say right there?
Just send me the damn link. And we
No,
can-
it's just a CNN
U.S.
article.
military brought coronavirus. U.S. military brought coronavirus to Wuhan. Chinese diplomat claims.
Right? And so that's right there. It says CNN.com. So if you go on CNN.com, type in U.S. military brought coronavirus, it'll pop up in the search engine. Okay? And so top 2 countries that we beefing with got the coronavirus deadly. And so where's the body bags here? If we're going through a quarantine of ourselves right now, we should at least see body bags on the street. In Detroit, they just not washing their hands. Half the goddamn community is so-called, right? They just turned on the water. Some of these motherfuckers ain't been washing their hands in 10 years.
Ours ain't never been there.
Bezel? So we should be fucked up right now.
Yeah, man, we should. man.
Or is this a case of false media just throwing a narrative of creating a propaganda to just keep us in and sell more guns, right? Because gun sales is up the roof right now. Bullets and toilet tissue.
Everything's up the
And
roof.
toilet tissue.
And toilet tissue, bullets, everything. Lysol, hand sanitizer, you know.
When I went to the store, I still see chicken and shit. Like I never see
go down.
a crisis.
Niggas ain't buying food. They
Niggas
buying
like, hey, we already got
bullets
chicken,
and
man.
toilet
We
paper.
already got chicken. You already know that.
Let's go buy all of the bullets and the toilet paper that you can find.
Hey, you know,
But
we
I go
already-
to the store, I still see the lettuce and the chicken and canned goods,
we
right?
already stocked up on chicken, man. You
So
know
when our
that.
parents, you got to talk about our grandparents, when they thought the Russians was coming, they stacked up on canned goods. Stores was empty. They wasn't buying toilet
Get
tissue.
canned goods, you know what I'm saying? Stuff in the
Did
box.
you ever hear grandma and granddad talking about they was buying toilet tissue, stacking up on it?
bread, you
They
know.
said, well, hell, shit. If we just be fucked up in the game, we have to take a trip down to the water.
Tissue, good shit. Hop in the shower, wash your ass.
That's it. The water's still going to be working. So what's up with that? So what I'm getting to, Trump, what I think it is, it's a weapon that they dropped upon China, Iran. It just got out to like Italy, which they got to get the after effects. And we have to shut down so we won't look like we dropped it. We have to shut down and make it, because this is flu season and stomach virus season. These motherfuckers, and like there's a lady at Osborne said she got it right. They said the lady at Osborne, right, Mark, says she got it. But the tests take over a week to even get the results. So how would they know that quick that she got the corona? Can we open the lines open too? We can have people call in if y'all want to talk about it.
Lines open,
Definitely
man. You know, lines open, man. Hopefully somebody from her family might call in and explain, you know.
What do you think? I'm just saying, if she's at Osborne and school just shut down in a couple days, right?
Yeah.
How do they know that quick that she got the corona?
The corona.
Yeah, the Heineken.
The Rona.
How do they know, Mizzle?
Hey, you never know, man. I mean,
No, we don't got the test in Michigan. We have to go take them tests right now down. Who really got the test? The CDC, and that's in Atlanta. So we have to really, to get the real results, take her test, fly to Atlanta, and that's going to take days.
yeah, they say, well, she wasn't the only case in Michigan. They say we got, 16 cases open
No,
already.
I'm talking about her, though. I mean, we going to
her.
focus on her. How do they know that quick that she got the corona?
Depends on
if the test, if you don't have a type of accuracy test right now in your hospital, Trump said he don't got it.
Depends on when she felt the symptoms, and depends on when she took the test.
Symptoms is flu-like. So
Yeah,
if I got the shits or I'm throwing up, I mean, we in flu season. We were going around. Everybody. What's the shopping they calling it? Panic shopping. So everybody touching buggies and all that shit. So you gonna pass the flu around even more, because everybody out in the stores panic shopping, getting off the couch. You got motherfuckers that's been on the couch for 5 years that's just not hitting Kroger's. He ain't washed his hand in 5 years.
A lot of people been feeling symptoms and they going in, then you know what I'm saying, they thinking they going in for a common cold, and then they find out they got the coronavirus. So
No, I'm just saying, how can they find out if the doctors in Michigan don't got the test? They don't have the test. The lady, when Trump made his announcement when he shut down the government and the state, he said we don't got the accurate test. We don't have it right now because it's too expensive.
Well, if they got the test, then it's false news then.
False news.
Yeah.
Fake news. Fake news.
And why do it have to be fake news, Mark?
Yeah, if they ain't got the test, then it's false news.
Thank you.
Ain't
Because last time I seen my man Goldberg, what's his name? Goldberg? What's my man's name?
Rudy Gobert.
He was all touching the mic, blue, 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 running around. I said, this nigga don't got the corona. He don't have the corona. They have to make it seem like he got the corona too, because at this point in time, we was talking about on the internet for about 2 weeks, black people can't get corona. That was a topic searched, a trending topic.
And they said, all right, they keep saying this shit, so let's go ahead and put a black guy out there. Not only that, we're going to really hit him where it hurts and shut the NBA down.
We have to make it now, because the black people on there now, they not convinced.
You got all the major sports shut down. NHL, the Major League Baseball, they postponed for now. You got the March Madness, which I love, you know what I'm saying? It's my season. They shut down, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel sorry for a lot of the kids that play, NCAA sports, because they lose. They might lose a chance of eligibility for this year. You know what I'm saying? And you got people. It's just sad, man. You got to shut everything down for something that.
And then when you talk about affecting other people as far as economically, we got all of the people that's employed at the stadiums.
Oh yeah,
all of the
people
that's
people I feel for.
All of the people that's employed at Disney
a lot of
World and at Universal Studios.
The janitors,
right? All of these people that this is
school teachers, the colleges, all that.
Lunch ladies, everybody.
Everybody's affected by this, so
And a lot of these people, you got to understand, in America, they say 70% of America live check to check. Right. It's probably more. Oh, yeah. It's probably more than that.
Oh yeah.
I'm just giving it just a rough thing. You know what I'm saying? 70% of America lives check to check. So if I'm shut down for 2 weeks, I'm fucked. But so if I'm shut down for 4 weeks, I'm through.
Right. So this is where the government got to come in. Like you said, they work on all the stimulus package. So where
I was just about to say. So is it going to be $1,000 to every person? Like I've seen some of the campaigns were suggesting. $1,000.
Okay, let me give you this too. Everybody don't get the stimulus, right? Because some people just got hired. Some people don't got enough hours.
Now, then you got to look at this. This where FEMA come in at. Like when he not
FEMA.
Oh boy.
Oh, here you go with the FEMA camps.
FEMA
come in. Yeah.
Roll out the caskets.
FEMA caps because
FEMA caskets.
You got the FEMA coming in play now.
They gonna give us the mobile homes like the Katrina homes.
They got that's when
I haven't heard FEMA in a minute.
To get that bad, FEMA got to come in play.
It's gonna get bad if it's like the if I'm living check
because
to check.
The hospitals get overwhelmed. You got all these people going in, getting tested, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, hospital beds you got.
But a lot of people gonna say they getting fake results because that hospital don't have he can't test everybody. Each test right now for the coronavirus, I think, costs you about a good $1,000 to $2,000.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So if everybody
don't even got it.
So if you want everybody running in the hospital, it's not gonna be enough people to test.
You know what I would do if I was a doctor then? All y'all got the corona. Then get on out. I'm gonna prescribe y'all some.
Everybody can't run in to get tested.
I don't have enough money in the budget to really test you. So I'm gonna just say you got the corona.
Exactly. So everybody.
You get the fuck out, so I can get more money. I gotta get that. What's the fee when you come in there?
Yeah, you gotta look at insurance. Who got insurance to go to the doctor to get tested? All that. So the government got to come in play. FEMA got to come in play because a lot of these people living check to check. They didn't even got enough.
Would that not be
health insurance?
Would that not be tested? Like a play to where we gonna end up quarantining everybody? right? Everybody who have not been tested or don't got insurance, or you're going straight into the quarantine. You going into the FEMA.
We really trapped in Detroit because we really in the box. All they gotta do is shut down Woodward, what's beyond grass shit. Shut that area down where Grosse Pointe is, all the way down to the Belle, come all the way around Jefferson, and then shut down like Telegraph, or all the way to like the end of 96 down there.
You shut
we
down,
in the box.
shut down.
You shut down transportation.
Shut down 8 Mile all the way.
Yeah.
Right. Shut down Telegraph all the way down.
That's it.
Shut Gratiot all the way down.
We locked.
And we done.
Shut Jefferson down.
Detroit really, we backed up against the water.
Shut Jefferson down because they're border.
Yep.
We backed up against the water. So, you know what I'm saying? If Duggan just not turning on everybody's water in Detroit, $25, you know what I'm saying, going towards your bill. So that means they saying they had thousands of people that needed water.
Oh yeah, half the city water's cut off, man.
So these motherfuckers haven't been washing their hands in 5 years.
Half the city.
So we should be fuck warning Wuhan, right? If these motherfuckers haven't been washing their hands in 5 years.
You gotta think, man. People in the city, I hate to say it, we don't travel a lot. So, you know.
No, Wuhan, that was like a little small, like they was like not really traveling, people going all out. Like, it's like saying the virus started in like Kansas. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't too many tourists in Detroit.
No, it's true. People do business in like downtown
you ain't coming
Detroit
to visit
and all
Detroit
that.
unless you coming to a game. You ain't just saying we're not a tourist spot. Like Miami, you know, Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
It's becoming one.
No,
Yeah,
we
it's
still
coming
got
on,
the
bro.
Canadian. We still got shipping.
We got the border right there.
And
We got Canada.
We're
We just
international
basically
border.
we basically just brother sister from Canada.
But we ship the most products.
down
You gotta
there.
say our cars, our meats, and all that down south. So we would have infected some stuff.
Yeah, we shipping out. We ain't shipping. You know what I'm saying? We just our sisters, we sisters and brothers to Canada.
So what I'm saying in the United States,
Other than that, everybody else, we outskirts. Like
everybody's
you said.
quarantined,
We boxed
but it's
off.
still people in the streets. You still got people going to churches. I still see people that was letting out of churches and everything. We weren't supposed to be going to church, right?
We never listen, Julie. That's one of the things. Come on now. We never listen. We know. That's why we on the radio now. That's why we put the message out now. We hoping people will listen to our message. They'll listen to us.
Listen. They still at Target.
We don't watch CNN.
They don't, man.
You know, so that's why we putting the message out today, man.
So
we hoping y'all listen, man. Truth talk. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do.
Okay, well, we got a video, too, to where they was doing an exercise in October. It's called, what was it called? 21? Something 21. The video I sent, I think it's 11 minutes long, to where they talked about this epidemic happening before it even happened in October. Also, in October, they had a military event 201. So y'all can Google this while we talking. Just go to Google and type in event 201.
Y'all gotta listen to this
and watch it.
We can
show them the video. But let me say this too before we show them the video. In October, you can Google this. They also had a world military basketball game. I never knew they had this shit. Well, all the world gets their military together. They hoop.
Military hoop game.
I can't make this shit up.
So
Russia versus Spain, or the Russians versus America.
We ain't talking about pro athletes.
But when it's time to go to war,
we talking about
we
military.
gonna strap up and kill each other.
We're gonna strap up, but they had
we talking about militaries.
Well, they had the tournament was in China. The tournament was in China of the World Military Basketball Game. For real, I can't make this shit up. And so, what that man said, what I just showed you, the Chinese diplomat, he trying to say that the U.S. brought the virus then, when they was hooping. They brought the virus. While everybody was distracted on the game.
That's where it came from.
From hooping.
Because the military, everybody brought in their military to, they military hoopers.
Right.
But they also brought in scientists. I'm quite sure some of them can hoop. I'm quite sure some scientists and some engineers can hoop. So what he's saying is they released it then. Because after they left from the game, the goddamn virus was there. So what would you say? Mezzo Day in Detroit, and all of a sudden we having a big ass championship, the Final Four. You know what I'm saying?
That's why.
And then soon they leave. We end up with some shit.
It just happened.
It just happened.
We played the Spurs, nigga, and one of our players just got
That's
infected.
the same thing.
That's what happened.
Man.
So the World League basketball game, you trying to say
that's exactly what happened now.
The United States didn't bring that shit over there, and Wuhan, they played like near Wuhan.
Exactly,
and also Wuhan had a laboratory that was testing this shit.
Caught it on the basketball court.
Here's the thing too that I learned about it as far as it coming from the bats, right?
Right.
Bats are not native to Wuhan, China. The closest place where bats are native to Wuhan, China is approximately 600 miles away, a little over 600. And it's so much so, right? It is a lot. And it's so much
over
so.
7 hours.
And listen, so much so that a sick bat will not be able to fly that far all the way to Wuhan to.
These are conspiracy theories that we come
China
in.
they get everything. China, they get everything.
No, but he's saying that bat wasn't from that area.
Probably shipped them over there, man. They had
bats
raccoon.
are native to Wuhan.
Yeah, they had raccoon. They had everything. That store they busted. They had everything in that motherfucker.
They do. They was cooking. They had shipped in. They said that what's the things that roll up in the ball?
Yeah, they had all kinds
what's
of
the
shit.
Armadillos. Yeah.
They said the motherfuckers was going for like $300 a pop. I said, well, if I knew that shit, I would have went down to Texas and just gathered me up about a couple of them and ship them over there.
You know they get everything.
You know the flying carp
man.
that we got jumping out the water. They said they make sushi out that shit.
Yeah,
that's why you don't hear about this shit no more.
That's the only place
they
you can
started
get.
selling it per pound. It was like $50 a pound.
Yeah, that's the only place you
out
can
there
get
catching
anything in the world. You can get it over there, man.
Ship it over there. That's why you don't hear about it no more.
Anything
Fucking
in the
up.
world over there, man.
The carp is endangered now. All you gotta do is say $30, $50 a pound. Niggas was out there, nigga, and catching carp like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I actually had a video of undercover video of the Wuhan meat market, where someone basically was just walking through the market with a GoPro on or something, and just walking through the different stands and showing all of the different meats and them butchering it and the inhumane.
Well, you gotta say like I can't say it like that.
No. What you mean you can't?
Because I was in Spain, right, and they had similar markets to where that's how they eat.
I'm gonna find this fucking.
That's
video.
how they eat. You gotta understand. They
like
had
that,
octopus out there.
Yeah.
But you said this was undercover though.
But my man's, it was an undercover video. It wasn't like it was no media. Like he was actually. Yeah. So and then it showed them and it showed how they slice it.
They eat like that. They eat like that.
And it's just, but see, it's come on, man. We know about cross contamination. We know about the temperatures and the temperatures that the meat needs to be before when you storing it and preparing it, and you just got meat. Raw meat, fresh.
Let me explain this to you, right? Too
in the sun.
We use a lot of plastic, right? So when I stayed in Spain, they didn't wear gloves like how we wear. You know why? Because they didn't want it rounding up in the Mediterranean. They had some of the clearest water over there. So sometimes when you go to some of those spots, they can't use all the styrofoam and all the plastic that we use it because it winds up in their reefs and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it fucks up their water. So when you go to spots like that, like Thailand or islands and shit, them motherfuckers ain't gonna be wearing no gloves. They're gonna be chopping beef up, nigga, with shit hands. So you just gotta, if you go to Bora Bora, you go to some of these nice spots, you go to like Hawaii, even spots in Hawaii, they not gonna use tons of plastic because it's gonna wind up in their waters with the fish. They main source is fish.
Stay raw, natural.
Yeah, they gotta stay natural. They can't walk around with styrofoam boxes like Coney, putting everything in a styrofoam box because them styrofoam boxes gonna end up in a reefs.
They don't play that shit.
So you gotta understand too, the way they live. We in the United States and down in Miami, man, it was all kind of trash in the goddamn water. There's all kind of trash in the water. Motherfuckers, man, kids is picking up styrofoam shit with holes in it, and you know what I'm saying? This is in the water. Shit rushing up Fago bottles in Miami. You know what I'm saying? So they live different than how we live. You know what I'm saying? They eat a little bit more.
Culture's different.
Yeah, they eat snakes and all that shit.
They do different shit, yeah.
So we can't tell them really how they eat. Dogs and all that shit, bats, yeah, it is inhumane. Have to eat all that shit, but
they eat every motherfucking thing.
Them motherfuckers will take that shit up after cutting up a bat. He'll cut you up a steak. You want a steak?
Yeah, Max Max talking about the video like we all seen the video where the dude was eating the bat on the stick in the soup and shit. You know what I mean? What's up, man? Event 201. You ready to show this video? Let's show them this shit, man. Let's show it to them.
It began in healthy-looking pigs, months, perhaps years ago. A new coronavirus spread silently within herds. Gradually, farmers started getting sick. Infected people got a respiratory illness with symptoms ranging from mild flu-like signs to severe pneumonia. The sickest required intensive care. Many died. Experts agree unless it is quickly controlled, it could lead to a severe pandemic, an outbreak that circles the globe and affects people everywhere.
The mission of the Pandemic Emergency Board is to provide recommendations to deal with the major global challenges arising in response to an unfolding pandemic. The board is comprised of highly experienced leaders from business, public health, and civil society.
We could be looking at double the number of cases in 1 week and 16 times as many in a month if we are not able to stop the spread. That would be on the order of 500,000 cases, and it would continue to rise exponentially. In 3 months, we could be approaching 10 million cases.
We're at the start of what's looking like it will be a severe pandemic. And there are problems emerging that can only be solved by global business and governments working together.
We have known about caps-like viruses in animals and people for decades, but have not been successful at developing a licensed vaccine. And sure, there are new technologies that may help, but it's going to be difficult. I am not optimistic about having a vaccine in time to be relevant during this pandemic.
So the policy crisis in question for this board in this meeting is this: how should governments, business, and international organizations allocate and distribute pandemic antivirals and medical supplies to the people who need them most?
What we've seen work very well in the HIV field is, in fact, procurement through the Global Fund. So having a centralized mechanism, so financially able to procure on behalf of affected countries would be critical. I think the second thing is it's going to be very important that for the business sector, for manufacturers of antivirals, that we have clarity around what the need is and where the need is and who are making the decisions.
I think that given that the countries most affected are those that are low and middle income countries with unequal access to technology, to finances, the UN has a worldwide footprint, universally recognized, and universal membership.
A global stockpile would certainly help ensure more rational and strategic allocation, but the reality is that we don't have the logistics capability, even within the UN, to bring that together in one place and run it. So this is where I think a collaboration between the international organizations like the World Health Organization and the private sector, which runs these supply chains for many purposes every day, understand where the supplies are, make smart decisions about how to allocate them to the people who need them in the places that need them the most, and then work with the industry to move those supplies from where they are today to where they need to be.
Just to underscore the point that cooperation among supply chain providers or businesses that have huge supply chains can add a lot of efficiency to the whole process.
The question is, can you, through this international mechanism, really promote commitments to doing this as quickly as possible and give people a sense that actually if they contribute more, that they will have a better chance of protecting their own populations and their country's security and health.
So to be completely clear, most of this production would already be committed in contracts.
Yes.
It is almost unheard of that people are producing product without having a forward commitment for the consumption of that product. So the first thing that needs to be done, because this is not something that the countries currently control, unless countries are going to bring about emergency situations and co-opt an existing supply chain.
I think it's not likely, I agree, that countries are not going to buy a countermeasure to put into a global supply without retaining a large portion of it for themselves.
Public health agencies have issued travel advisories, while some countries have banned travel from the worst affected areas. As a result, the travel sector is taking a huge hit. Travel bookings are down 45%, and many flights have been canceled. A ripple effect is racing through the service sector. Governments that rely on travel and tourism as a large part of their economies are being hit particularly hard.
How should national leaders businesses and international organizations balance the risk of worsening disease that would be caused by the continued movement of people around the world against the risks of profound economic consequence of travel and trade bans.
If there's some sense that there's a UN institution that can do all of this, then I worry we're suffering from a delusional disorder on the power of the UN. It's really important to get those industries and their trade associations and an efficient leadership established, which is decentralized, but has a collective responsibility and accountability. And that needs to be supported by the public leadership.
What is essential, what is non-essential travel, we have to clarify this. Otherwise, if we go down to 20% bookings over a long period, the company will run down. That's a fact.
You know, there's a whole complex set of issues in a highly interdependent world on supply chains that are just in time. We need to think about how much flex there is in that just-in-time supply chain system and make sure it keeps running. I think it's going to take specificity, and it's going to take knowledge that only the private sector has. The UN can play an important coordinating facilitation role, but the companies know where those commodities are, where they move, how to move them, and that's where a type of public-private collaboration that we have not generally had in these crises needs to be put together pretty quickly.
We are not out of money yet, but the fact is we are trending in a dangerous direction and something needs to change.
So the policy question for this board now is how should financial resources be prioritized? Are there nodes that we cannot allow to fail? What is your sense of priorities? We don't have money to pay for all of these urgent problems.
So at the moment, we want the funds, right? You need the money. So where's the money? So government kind of supplies some money. A lot of, private sectors, some are sitting here, you have some money. But now you need a really coordinated, centralized efforts.
Hotels will be experiencing, crippling losses doing that. And we know that the hotel business in itself makes up 5% of the GDP. Governments need to be willing to do things that are out of their historical perspective, or for the most part, it's really a war footing that we need to be on.
We shouldn't underestimate the power of entrepreneurship. We need to escalate that, whether it's through the government's helping with tax breaks or subsidies of that nature to increase manufacturing of those types of products. It can happen quickly. A Marshall-type plan, don't mean to say that exactly, but a Marshall plan that can go into effect can stimulate change very quickly.
Countries are reacting in different ways as to how best to manage the overwhelming amounts of dis and misinformation circulating over the internet. In some cases, limited internet shutdowns are being implemented to quell panic.
How much control of information should there be, and by whom? And how can false information be effectively challenged? And what if that false information is coming from companies or from governments?
I think it's very important that we make sure that there is concise communication with all healthcare facilities where these patients are being treated so that there isn't mass panic.
We're at a moment where the social media platforms have to step forward and recognize the moment to assert that they're a technology platform and not a broadcaster is over. They, in fact, have to be a participant in broadcasting accurate information and partnering with the scientific and health communities to counterweight, if not flood the zone of accurate information, because to put the genie back in the bottle of the misinformation and disinformation is nigh impossible.
One thing we haven't spoken about, and I'm wondering whether it's time to talk about this, is a step up from the part of the governments on enforcement actions against fake news.
I personally do not believe that trying to shut things down in terms of information is either practical or desirable. And we do have, I think, a couple of strategies that are available to us, one of which is the flood strategy, second of which is relying and informing and equipping trusted sources of information with the facts so they can then pass that on. But we also need to actually think about a technological answer to this.
The outcome of the CAPS pandemic in Event 201 was catastrophic. 65 million people died in the first 18 months. The outbreak was small at first and initially seemed controllable, But then it started spreading in densely crowded and impoverished neighborhoods of megacities. From that point on, the spread of the disease was explosive. Within 6 months, cases were occurring in nearly every country. The global economy was in a free fall. The GDP down 11%. Stock markets around the world plummeted between 20 and 40% and headed into a downward cycle of fear and low expectation. Businesses were not borrowing, banks were not lending. Everyone was just hoping to hunker down and weather the storm. Economists say the economic turmoil caused by such a pandemic will last for years, perhaps a decade. The societal impacts, the loss of faith in government, the distrust of news, and the breakdown of social cohesion could last even longer. We have to ask, did this need to be so bad? Are there things we could have done in the 5 to 10 years leading up to the pandemic that would have lessened the catastrophic consequences? We believe the answer is yes. So, are we as a global community now finally ready to do the hard work needed to prepare for the next pandemic?
Yo. We're back, y'all. So what do y'all think about that? The lines is open, y'all. If anybody want to call in, you know what I'm saying? Lines is open. So what do you think about that, Mizzle? Hey, that video was deep, man. You said that was a while back. You know what I'm saying? So
that was in October.
That was October. That was pre-warning, basically. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't see that video or don't even know about it. But like I say, we put it out there for you.
The video, the actual event, like they don't know that this shit happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know that this shit is
it's down. It's happening now. It's current event right now. It's going on.
For then,
it's hitting us right now.
It's what this
right,
what
yep,
it is.
Yep. You know
so if they prepare for it now, so all this what you're saying has to be theater. You gotta create a pandemic because they are ready to exercise it 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah, they said
no different than them doing the the practice drill on if just so happened if airplanes would hit the World Trade Center. Right, a few weeks before airplanes hit the fucking.
How many Jews called off that day?
All of them, probably.
They said. I mean, was that a conspiracy? They knew. Like you was playing. I wish you would have played that video or what was that? About the girl in Washington D.C. That said, what we're gonna be on a 4-week quarantine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Mark said he had a video.
Yeah, I got the video. I can just play the audio from that one real quick.
Yeah. That's.
So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go through a quarantine. Everybody loading up on tissue.
4-week quarantine. Yep, we got.
But like I said, when we went into the stores yesterday, I seen all chicken and shit. I seen canned goods, cereal, but no Lysol. Niggas is eating Lysol.
Rice.
Is motherfuckers eating Lysol?
Rice. You gotta get all. Tissue.
And if you quarantining yourself inside of just one area in the house, why you needing all that Lysol? You ain't going nowhere. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Hey, I can't eat tissue.
Yeah. I mean, you're trying to.
Here we go. Check this out, y'all.
Up to the Pentagon, my aunt that lives in D.C. and my friend that works for the government in Knoxville. Between last night and today, I've had 3 people notify me that has not been announced yet. But the U.S. is about to go on a 4-week quarantine. The U.S. is about to go on a 4-week quarantine. The U.S. is about to go on a 4-week quarantine, which means you cannot leave your home. You can't go to anywhere that you can do sales transactions like grocery stores, shopping, movies, anything like that. So in about 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, they're going to announce this shutdown. Once the shutdown is in place or the warning, everything for the grocery store is going to be cleared out. At this time, it's critical that you stock up on canned goods, frozen food, things that you'll be able to survive off of 2 weeks from or 4 weeks.
Hey, you heard it.
So I see Corey said, everybody's stocking up on tissue and everything, but nobody getting vitamins.
Well, Young Real getting bullets.
Medication.
You gotta get bullets. You have to protect your food.
Medication.
So I'm all with getting bullets. You know,
family,
getting machetes, whatever you gotta do. Make you some poison darts.
According to that, like you say, everything's gonna be shut down. I mean, we talking about the grocery stores, the gas station. You gotta think a couple years back when we had the blackout, and that was just a couple of days.
Yeah.
And you see how how people was franticing and panicking. And a lot of shit was going on just in that matter of time. So you can imagine, you say 4 weeks.
You got Aisha saying they buying whatever, you know what I'm saying? They tell them to buy, which I think she's saying the media, because the media said, yeah, you should stock up on tissue. You should stock up on it. Like every station telling you what on Lysol and sanitizer. But you really should be getting vitamins, bullets, chicken, frozen foods, peanut butter, bread.
Yeah, you know.
Get you some packs and packs of ramen noodles. God damn it. Shit.
Stock up on, stuff that you can
I know I lived in college, man. I lived off ramen noodles a whole year. I made it.
Crackers, soups, you know what I'm saying? Vegetables.
I made it off of chicken ramen noodles, man, from Save-A-Lot. I made it, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, the lines is open, y'all. You know, we got a lot of different views on this subject. You know, just call in and let us see what you think about it.
Right, man. So,
Corey said, who's to say that recording wasn't a pump fake to make everybody go shop right now?
Yeah, you're dealing with the age of information right now. Yeah. So information is faster. You know what I'm saying? It also can be manipulative. You know what I'm saying? It can manipulate you.
Exactly. We can go back to 1999 when everybody thought the world was going in 2000.
2K, what was that? 2K,
Y2K.
Everybody,
let's not forget the whole Mayan situation. The Mayan calendar in 2012
was coming to the end.
In 2012, right?
Look at all that. Man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. It's been a lot in our lifetime. A lot of tragedies that just, you know what I'm saying, made us go out and buy, and we really didn't need this shit.
Exactly, man. There's been a lot of things that have been going on in the past few years. You know, like I say, 2020 is here, and and it was the leap year.
And you know what the tragedies they should have been warning us about, though, Mark, Mizzle, is the fucking shit, the weather in Michigan shit. Motherfuckers needed socks. Why didn't they tell us then? We needed socks. And coats and shit. But they ain't gonna warn you about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna, like Detroit police, put you out your car in the middle of the snowstorm and make you walk with no coat on. Shit like that. And so, you know what I'm saying? They telling us, the media keep telling us, go buy this, go buy that. But nobody is buying meats and shit. Nobody is out there buying the real shit.
But they done already scared you out of buying the damn meats because the damn virus came from some crazy ass meat. And then they got the damn bird flu that's going on right now in China as well, right? We got the whole bird flu.
Yeah.
You know
bird flu.
People are scared out their minds right now. So
half of the country already don't eat meat. Everybody vegan than the motherfucking shit.
Yeah,
so niggas ain't buying meat.
A lot of the restaurants
they buying all of the damn broccoli.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. I bought some shit I ain't never ate in some years, man. And some spam shit. I'm gonna eat. If it comes to try, I'm gonna eat some shit I ain't never ate. It don't matter. You need to stack up on some shit.
You gotta stock up on whatever you used to get. You know what I'm saying? Just go. Do your necessary grocery shopping. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out your means where you're spending all your dollars. You know what I'm saying? Your whole paycheck and one whop just to stock up on toilet tissue. And you ain't got like you said, you ain't bought no meats, no chicken.
What they gonna do with all this? Hey, you know what?
Only so much ass you can wipe.
Yeah, you know.
Hey,
so much
you know what's gonna happen, Mizzle, with the toilet tissue in May? It's gonna be on the corners on 7 Mile. Quarter a roll.
You know, you're gonna see a nigga. You're gonna see my man on the Lodge Freeway service job selling tissue.
I was just about to say, instead of fruit, he's gonna have a whole box of little bag of
They
tissue.
gotta sell it because y'all stocked up on this. I'm like, what I'm gonna do with all this? Corona's over.
Man, they literally buying this shit up like diarrhea is a symptom.
Like you can't hop in the shower.
Shits.
Just hop in the shower. Water still running. They ain't say the water was getting cut off. It's the corona coming.
You might catch the corona in the water.
You got soap and water, man.
Ah, shit.
You got soap and water.
If the water got it, then the damn tissue got it.
Like I say, Duggan cutting your water wrong, man.
So the tissue got it.
The tissue got it because they got to make the shit and roll it up and put it in the plastic. And you wiping your ass with it.
Somebody's hands touching it.
You done got caught Corona up the ass.
Corona up the ass because you loaded up on all this shit.
I loaded up on the tissue, man.
So that's my theory. The corona has caused us to go out and buy all this tissue, which is gonna be on the corner on 7 Mile for a quarter a roll, if not 20 cents.
Scalping toilet tissue.
5 for $1. That's gonna be my prediction. 5 rolls for
nigga
$1.
out there outside the gas station.
Got that tissue
outside the gas station. You about to get some tissue, dog? I got that shit right now. 50 cents for a roll, dog.
50 cents a roll, right?
I got it cheaper than the store, man, right there. How much
I
they
done
got?
seen
$1?
niggas. I done already seen people bagging up hand sanitizer,
bagging it up
in the corner of the damn sandwich bag, tying it up.
No, man, just
putting the balling up a napkin and a square toilet paper, stuffing it in a 2020 bag.
Oh, come on,
like they fooling on the internet, man.
My man rolled up. They saying that this coronavirus got us buying
bagging
shit
on the block
at high price, man. So my man rolled up, man.
All right,
he was on the corner, man, with his coat open. My man said,
Mark said they put it in the 2020 bag.
20s, man. They buy, what he just talking about is what
they selling on the corner, man. This shit is real, y'all.
My man said, where the
True
money
talk.
at?
But have y'all seen the prices of some of the price gouging that's going on from some of the products online, like on eBay? I got some. That's what I was going to talk about.
Yeah, I seen a sanitizer, the hand sanitizer, the big one, for $120.
Man, how about I'm about to throw this up on the screen for y'all, man, so y'all can see it, right? Scott toilet tissue, right?
How much,
4
Mark?
rolls.
How much?
For $20.
Yep.
Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I
got a
Lysol. Next runner up. Lysol cleaning wipes. 3-pack. 35 count a piece. $50.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah, shit. Motherfuckers gotta get,
Charmin Ultra Soft toilet tissue. The 12-pack. Right? Double 2-ply toilet tissue. $35.
$35
for one motherfucking bag, 1 pack.
$35.
A toilet tissue, dog. You see it on the screen. You see it on the screen.
For toilet
Let
tissue.
me play this for you right here, quick, Mark. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Can y'all hear it?
No, we can't. We can't hear that, man. You gotta send us that shit so I can put it. What is on World Star? Some shit. What is that you was looking at?
Right here. Hold on.
Are you John?
It ain't close enough, bro. That ain't close enough.
Anthony.
And it's too light. Let me see it.
It's a password. Find
No, it's too bright.
How we looking?
Huh. Is that what it's getting to, man?
You was just talking about it. He had a whole stack of money for 1 roll and some sanitizer. So get the fuck out of here. You ain't see me, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. That shit's selling more than goddamn a key.
They on the corner, baby. They on the corner. The block is hot. Hey, get out of here. You ain't see me.
Fuck out of here, man.
Get out of here.
The little boy. My bad. Hold on. Damn, that shit's
Get up out of here.
Wow.
That shit was crazy.
All right,
man.
that's how it is, y'all. True talk, y'all. You know.
Man, this is the Corona episode. We had to do the Corona shit, man. Anything else, man, going on? What's going on?
Not much,
Detroit
man.
turned
Just
on
got
the water.
Yeah, Detroit turned on the water, man. You know, Mike Duggan, he did it, man. Water, $25 plan. Keep your hands clean, He makes
So
a show.
what? So everybody whose water was shut off, Mike Duggan cut it back on or some shit.
He said it was like over a couple thousand people that didn't have water.
Whoever water cut off, he cut everybody water on, man. $25 a month.
He said some of these houses had like over 5 people staying in and they still had shit cut off.
Hey, anybody else city doing that, man, let me know, man.
I don't think nobody
hey,
doing
Detroit,
that.
we doing it, man. We looking
we
out.
have to, man.
Yeah,
we looking out for our people,
That's
man.
necessary. That was some necessary shit right there.
Yep, he doing it, man. We doing
Another
it.
thing, too, in some of these stores, you got to up y'all sanitizer, too. I seen it ran out in some spots, man. They got to change. They sanitize or check on it every 30 minutes. You got to check on them sanitizer machines. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some of these stores, man, they ain't had people putting their hands up on it. There wasn't no sanitizer in there. You know what I'm saying? So,
keep it
you know what I'm saying? Businesses, please, just check your sanitizer. You might not want to do it. You might say, man, fuck that shit. But that shit could affect you, you know. I guess.
Keep it up,
we still don't got no body bags in the streets. But shit can affect you, you know.
Keep the sanitizer in the stores, y'all. Come on now.
Let's just stay in the house to
Forget
June
the tissue.
and we'll be good.
Keep the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, keep some. I mean, niggas needed some hand sanitizer anyway.
Any
before
way,
the
man.
situation.
Yeah, any way.
They slapping hands and shit. Talking about what up? My homie, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? They been needed some hand sanitizer.
Keep your hand
this
sanitizer
was a
on,
reality check. Check some of the people we hang around that you needed to wash your hands.
Truth talk, y'all. Truth talk, man. Finally
Shit
hit
crazy.
now, man. Yeah. This we expect. Everybody expecting now. Everybody expect everybody
have
to
them
have clean
barbecues.
hands.
You're going to have to start washing niggas' hands, man. They're going to take pisses and shit, drinking 40s and
Bad
shit.
touching
drinking.
food, man.
We ain't gonna never.
Don't go into the hot dog buns,
even
man, with
when
hands, man.
This is over with and done. We are not gonna hear the end of this shit for a long
My
time.
brother, we talk about this shit for life. Wash your hands now, shit. That corona
Whatever,
coming back.
man.
It could be
Yes,
100 degrees outside.
It's 2020, man. You know.
Man, and it's crazy.
Only
man,
2020, man.
I just had this notion, man, that something big and crazy was gonna happen this year, and I said that shit on like 3 shows at the end of 2019. Like something big is gonna happen in 2020. I don't know if it's gonna be an assassination or somebody gonna pass.
Hold up, we in it 3
months.
How many months we got left? 3? I mean 9.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's the beginning.
I feel it like we ain't even made it to the summer.
It's just the beginning.
As soon as we got into the year, nigga, Kobe died, virus, the world pandemic,
all kinds of shit. Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know. Man.
And it's leap year.
Did you see spring break? They down there nutting up. Man. They ain't down there worried about the corona.
No Rona.
They not down there worried about the corona. They down there fighting.
Partying.
They partying.
They fighting the police. Police dragging them by the hair.
Yep, I see it.
Partying, man. They partying, man. 2020, man. Like
so what's
gonna
happen when the kids come back from spring break?
Oh, school's done. Ain't no more spring. Ain't no school. School shut down.
No, I'm talking about they got to come back from Miami. No, they wasn't washing their hands all down there.
And here's the thing, right? The schools are closed.
Colleges
for 3 weeks.
Okay.
And then the week that it comes back,
it's spring break.
It's spring break, so they're off again.
It's another week. Basically, what they gonna do? They gonna shut it down for the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year?
That's what I heard. Yeah, they gonna shut the school down.
So they gonna have, you know, my
the colleges is already done already.
I never heard no
online
shit like
classes. They're doing online classes right now.
They said, come and pick up a week's worth of lunch for the kids, and we're gonna give you a packet. That's in Detroit.
Yeah.
They gonna feed you.
They gonna feed you.
I said a week worth of food. Because they gotta reach to the lunch they got.
And
I guess it's already
homework package, and then we get your homework package.
So they gotta go.
Where do the food come in though? Why do they?
Well, I guess they're obligated to feed the kids because they can't.
They
have
out
to
of
get
school.
The contract already been bought with
already.
the company, so they got to drop off the food. So they got to get rid of the food. They can't be stocked up with all that.
You know,
food.
because the kids that's at home for these 3 weeks, so now that's more food on the parents. They got to feed the kids. They get since them being at home. Yeah, you know.
But Detroit is doing. I don't know about other schools now. Don't be. You know what I'm saying.
Then you got the
talking about is Bloomfield's doing it too.
Then you got the daycare. Now people got to pay for daycare or either leave their kids at home. You know, it's just a whole.
I feel for the single parents and for parents alone. That's working parents. You might
go to work. Now your kids you got to fight for either he gonna stay home by himself or we gotta pay for a babysitter.
That's the fuck.
Or who gonna get to watch the kids. So it's just a trickle down effect all over. You know what I'm saying, with everything.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
A lot of
more the poorer people, us.
And then you spending more money buying toilet tissue.
Yeah.
Now you gotta get a babysitter.
You should have spent it on the babysitter. God damn it, you needed a nanny. Right. You knew you needed a nanny for the week.
Babysitter. Now you done spent all your money up on toilet tissue. You know.
No kids shit that much. You might have to break it down to the 1 ply. But you know what I'm saying.
True talk, y'all. You know what I'm
talk,
saying?
man. You know be back, you know what I'm saying,
Be
for
back,
a whole
man.
nother episode, man.
You
But
know
we
it,
had to
man.
come through for the Corona special.
Oh man,
Glad to see y'all here, man.
I think I got a Corona in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Speaking of Coronas.
Hey.
We got anything else, man, Mizzle?
No, that's it, man. Everybody just be safe, man. Wash your hands, man.
Yeah, be safe, wash your hands, and you know, and stack up on some essentials. You know what I'm saying? Your vitamins, sea moss. Get some of that too. Don't just go out and get in tissue. You need vitamins. Like Corey said, you need vitamins. You need stuff that you need to survive. You need colloidal silver, all that.
Oh yeah.
So you know, just stack up on the necessities, the spirulina, all that. So this Judo Woke Ace.
T Mizzle the Great.
We got Mark from 7 Mile, man. We be back for another one. Truth Talk Nation. Peace.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile